Soto is sometimes considered Indonesian's national dish, as it is served from Sumatra to Papua in a wide range of variations. Soto is omnipresent in Indonesia, available in many warungs and open-air eateries on many street corners, to fine dining restaurants and luxurious hotels. Soto, especially Soto Ayam, that names chicken soto, is an Indonesian equivalent of chicken chop because it is served warm with a tender texture. It is considered an Indonesian comfort food. Because of the proximity and significant number of Indonesian migrants working and settling in neighboring countries, soto can also be found in Singapore and Malaysia, and has become a part of their cuisine. Introduced to Suriname by Javanese migrants, it is a part of the national cuisine of the country as well, where it is spelled soto. Soto is sometimes considered Indonesia's national dish. In the Indonesian archipelago, soto is known by different names. In the local Javanese dialect, it is called soto, and the dish also reached Masakan, where it is called soto. Soto is found to be most prevalent in Java, and suggested that the hearty soup was originated from that island, and over the years, this dish branches off in an assorted array of soto varieties. Although soto was undoubtedly developed in the Indonesian archipelago, and each region has developed its own distinctive soto recipes, some historians suggested that it was probably influenced by foreign culinary tradition, especially Chinese. Another scholars suggest that it was more likely a mixture of cooking tradition in the regions, namely Chinese, Indian, and native Indonesian cuisine. There are traces of Chinese influence, such as the use of bihun and the preference for the fried garlic as an condiment, while the use of turmeric suggests an Indian influence. Another example is soto batawi from Jakarta, uses minyak saming that known as ghee, which indicate Arab or Muslim Indian influences. Another historian suggested that some soto recipes reflect the past condition of its people. Soto tangkar, which today is a meat soup, was mostly made from the broth of goat ribcage bones in the past, because meat was expensive, or the common population of Batavia were too poor to afford some meat back then. Soto recipes has been highly localized according to the local tradition and available ingredients. For example, in Hindu-majority island of Bali, soto babi, known as pork soto, can be found. Since Hindu Balinese prefer pork while beef is seldom consumed, they do not share Indonesian Muslim halal dietary law that forbid the consumption of pork. The meat soup dish influenced various regions, and each developed its own recipes, with the ingredients being highly localized according to the available ingredients and local cooking traditions. As a result, rich variants of soto are developed across Indonesia. Variations of soto. Different regions have their own variation of this dish. For instance, Soto Ambengan. Soto Ambengan originated from Ambengan, Surabaya. Soto Ambengan is famous for its delicious koya topping. Soto Banjar, Soto Kudus, Soto Medan, Soto Madura. Now, I want to talk about Soto Ayam. Soto Ayam is a yellow spicy chicken soup with lontong or nasi himpit or ketupat. Ketupat is all compressed rice that is then cut into small cakes or vermicelli or noodles. It is actually from Indonesia and popular in Singapore and Malaysia and Suriname. Turmeric is added as one of its ingredients to get yellow chicken broth. It is probably the most popular variant of soto, a traditional soup commonly found in Indonesian cuisine. Besides chicken and vermicelli, can also be served with hard-boiled eggs, slice of fried potatoes, Chinese celery leaves, and fried shallots. Coconut milk is sometimes used as an ingredient. Occasionally, people will add koya, a powder of mixed brown crackers with fried garlic or orange color spicy sambal. Kerupuk. For those of you who like culinary, you should try one of the typical Indonesian food, Soto Ayam Madura. Yes, now I'm gonna talk about Soto Ayam Madura. So, the name of this food original from the island of Madura, Indonesia. Madura Island is located in eastern Indonesia. Roadside culinary with wooden carts is the real feature of this soto ayam. This is cheap, tasty, and true hunger killer. I like to eat soto ayam. It's not only about me, but most of the people, they like to eat soto ayam Madura is around the roadside small shop that is called warung.